Come on.
No!
Wow!
He is loading the gun. He fires.
Wow. Don't ever question Tom Dwan's heart.
That was a sick bluff.
No fear in Tom Dwan.
And Phil Locke with an ace-deuce suited.
Well, all these players are deep, at least 200 big blinds deep, 200,000. Of course, Durr playing $1 million, Antonius with $2 million.
Now Dwan.
You never don't defend, right? You always defend. I just want to make sure I got the memo right.
Well, that's a very loose defend there by Dwan with Jack-Deuce offsuit.
King 3-10 on the flop.
Both players miss here.
And a 4 of diamonds.
Locke has got a gut shot now to a 5.
I check.
So check and a 6 of spades on the river.
Well, ace high is the best hand here, and it looks like Dwan's going to take a shot at it.
How much, kid?
Well, Dwan has bet $22,300 into an $8,900 pot.
Oh, kid, you're too good for me. You're too good.
To the spirit of the game, a race up there from Ellie with ace-king. And Tom, so far today, bad timing, Durr.
So we actually defend that?
Looks like he's going to re-raise.
No. Cool.
And Elie Lesra, once a top soldier in the Israeli military, he knows pressure.
Check. Well, he hasn't caught any of that.
And it goes check, check.
I think the problem with that check is it's probably going to make Ellie think he's out in front.
Although Dwan has now picked up an open-ended straight draw. Can catch an 8 or a 3. Elie Lesra there has bet, and he's bet the pot pretty much, $25,000.
This is so much fun, boys and girls. I mean, like, I have deuce, jack.
Wow, what a play. Talk about heart from the internet star. He has moved all in with the open-ended straight draw. And this play just might work.
I don't think you probably laid down. Let me tell you something. After I made the bet with him, he wouldn't let me out of the bet after I made the bet with him, and I knew I had
And he's passed the heart of the 22-year-old internet professional. The heart of the internet professional has won a pot, and we've got a smile off Durr's face.
Howard raising to 3,500.
He's tired of slow playing his ace-king suited.
Step in the right direction.
And Dwan raises to 11,300. Look at this.
Yes, attaboy, Howard.
Raised to 36,300.
And Durr is not going to call. He's going to raise.
To 65,600.
He's going to raise. This is the 4th bet. Howard raised, Durr raised Howard, Howard 3-bet Durr, and Durr just 4-bet Howard with an 8-6 offsuit. We are in Durrland.
Yep.
Howard's just going to call.
Sorry, boy, I had to say something.
Now, if an ace or a king doesn't come up here, I don't know what he's going to do.
3 deuce queen on the flop.
He checks immediately. He checks.
8 on the turn.
He checks again.
I'll check.
There's a 9 on the river.
I'll check.
Check, check.
I have a pair. You have a pair? It's good.
Not the pair that Howard expected to see.
Then Durr's Durr. You just got Durr'd.
Dwan makes the call. Paired flop and Dwan's ace high in the lead. Locke spikes the king on the turn. He won't bet it in position, however. Dwan checks a third time, and now Locke reaches for chips. $7,400 for Dwan to call, but instead he's going to raise to $84,700. Imagine how hard it is to hold that stare when you know your hand's no good.
Yeah, sorry that make you wait so long, baby.
Tom Dwan, you win the money.
Good news. Tom, I will give you if you can show me a card.
Bluff.
Look this up 5.
Is it heads up?
So cool.
Round 2 between Bob and Tom, and that flop could make things exciting.
Oh, I can't wear it.
I can't, no kidding. His hair will mess up his hair.
Can't do. They gotta pay you.
Well, then stop pretending you want the hat.
I don't want the hat.
Yeah, I know.
Just started?
Yeah, we just opened our store like last week.
Dwan calls, 12,000 on the turn.
Promote.
What is it called? Black belt karate something, right?
Safai checks the river.
I think he checked. Did you check? I did, I checked. He checked.
I'm all in.
Wow. Don't ever question Tom Dwan's heart. This is a $133,000 stone-cold bluff with 8 high.
I'll tell you one thing. I do not want to be Bob right now.
Show the 4-7 of clubs, kid.
Bob Safai lays down the best hand.
6 of clubs.
Can't show that one.
Why can't you show that one? You showed one of them.
Do you want me to show it?
Yeah.
6-8 of clubs.
Yeah.
Raise 10,000 total.
And is it time for Tom? He looked like he'd kind of just settled down a little bit. It's time for him to sort of pick up the pace a little bit. I mean, you know,
He can't be trappy.
He doesn't. Just didn't want to shove. I mean,
how can you trap with ace high? Are you gonna just check hold down when it flop a 7 high?
Of course, it won't come up. Look.
You know,
he just decided not to shove because he couldn't get called by a hand that.
He doesn't get shoved down. He doesn't know what to do. So you know, calling is really his only option here.
I mean, Tom made a pretty clever check on the flop there, didn't he?
Yeah, for sure. 14,000. You know, it's pretty easy for him to represent a jack, because, you know, he would have checked behind with a jack on the flop a lot. Oh,
what if
he's
Dwan
not
goes
folding.
all in on the river again? Is there anything in Tom's mind now that he can...
Yeah. He passed! Oh my god. Wow.
You can bluff me.
Wow. That was a really good read by Tom there, if he thought he could get JC off an ace.
That was a sick bluff. That was a sick bluff.
4 players in for 1,400 a man. David Pete's 5-6, the instigator.
Check it.
Hansen flops a flush draw. His 10-8 happens to be in the lead. Dwan can't help but bet the paired flop after it's checked to him. Hansen raises about 7,000 more with the draw. Dwan not throwing away the 10-3. He re-raises to 27,500. Gus has made the call, and this pot is up to over $60,000. Gus doesn't know it, but his 10-8 high is currently the best hand.
Here's my 3,000.
He fires 42,800 on a stone-cold bluff and takes the pot.
I wouldn't bet a 7 on the turn.
Raise up to 6,000.
Tom opens to 6,000 here, double the raise he's been making from the button previously, with 7 deuce.
That's highly unusual.
Well, I had to do 7 again. I wanted to just take it down.
You don't have to do 7.
Tom announces his hand, and Sammy doesn't believe him.
You don't have to do 7.
That's fine. I mean, what would you make it 6x with? Obviously, he's trying to take the...
Either 7-deuce or a very strong hand trying to look like 7-deuce, I think.
Raise.
Oh, Sammy has raised it here.
27.
A little check raise to only 27,000. You can really see how that big bet pre-flop compounds on itself to build a gigantic pot. Now we're building a huge pot here.
Feels like kind of an optimistic call. I mean, that deuce of hearts, you know, the heart will come and Tom could be in big trouble.
Be behind.
That's a big bet.
It is.
That's a crazy bet. I mean, like, Dirk could... He must think he's drawing dead right now, Dirk.
He'll be drawing dead to a small or medium flush or something like top or second pair with a big heart.
Come on.
No!
Wow! That is a gigantic bet.
No way.
More than double the pot.
Oh, you can't fold, Sammy!
There it goes. And Tom will table the 7-2 to collect an additional 10,000.
Ouch.
And he told him right at the outset of the hand, I have 7-2, I just wanted to pick up the blinds.
Like Barry and I, we're going to argue for 10,000. I give it to him when he wants.
Aces for Barry under the gun.
Give it to me, right?
Juan's in. David's in.
Right. It is family pot. Right. He's not going to want to.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Oh, my God.
We have an 8-handed pot?
A 10 and 2 deuces on the flop.
Peter Eastgate's flopped 3 deuces.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good flop for Barry. He wants to see what's going on.
That's 10,000. Dwan's going to raise to 37,300.
I don't know what he's doing. But Peter Eastgate seems a little intimidated by the raise.
And he's going to call.
He just calls. And now what's Barry going to do with his aces? Barry calls.
7 on the turn.
Peter and Barry check. Of the 3 players, Dwan has got the weakest hand.
Yeah. He bets $104,200.
He's got the weakest hand, but the biggest heart. I question what Dwan did on the flop, but right now I think he knows exactly where he's at.
Wow.
Peter Eastgate releases.
Wow.
Barry throws it away. There is about 18,000 out there already. Both Phil and Antonio are goading Dwan into raising here, hoping that he doesn't. But he does. See if Mr. Ivy puts in that blue chip. Nope, it's 5 white chips. A little $45,800 continuation bet. He just calls. Three of spades on the turn. The man with 9 high bets 123-2. He decides to call. I think he's calling for 2 reasons. 1, he feels he can get paid off if he hits his hand. And 2, there's a small chance that Dwan is completely airballing. He is loading the gun. He fires. 268,200.
Okay. Oh, that one hurt.
I think he's
eyes
hurt
so.
Really give him 5,000 if you can't show your ace high or better. Give him a free roll for 1,000 on ace high or better if you can't.
I really think he's
The light's just like